You know that moment when you want to surprise your taste buds with something completely different, yet still familiar and comforting? Well, get ready because what you're about to see is exactly that. A bold, intense recipe, yet full of finesse. Pumpkin brownie with gorgonzola and a touch of honey. It might sound strange at first, but trust the process. Every ingredient here plays a perfect role in this harmony of flavors. The earthy sweetness of pumpkin, the deep bitterness of chocolate, the smoky touch of spices, and that enveloping saltiness from the gorgonzola. It all balances out in layers of texture and taste. And the best part? The recipe is simple, doesn't require complicated techniques, and the final result looks like it came straight out of a gourmet pâtisserie. We start by melting 200 grams of dark chocolate with 100 grams of butter. You can do it in the microwave, 30 seconds at a time, or using a double boiler. Stir well until you have a smooth and shiny cream. This mixture will bring together the dense and the velvety, acting as the perfect glue for all the ingredients. Next, mash 200 grams of previously cooked kabocha squash with the green skin removed. It should be soft and cool, no hard chunks allowed. Mash it into a smooth puree almost like a cream. This base will give our brownie the perfect moisture, along with a natural sweetness that pairs beautifully with the rest of the recipe. Now it's time to build the soul of our brownie. In a large bowl, add the pumpkin puree, the melted chocolate with butter, 200 grams of brown sugar, and 2 whole eggs at room temperature. Stir everything until you get a creamy, homogeneous mixture, almost like a rustic ganache. At this point, you'll already begin to feel the warm, comforting aroma filling your kitchen. And hold on, we haven't even added the spices yet. Time for the dry ingredients. Sift in 60 grams of all-purpose flour, 30 grams of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, and half a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. Gently fold everything in little by little. Don't use a mixer. The idea here is to mix with a spatula or a whisk just until combined without developing the gluten. This step is essential to keep the brownie soft and fudgy, almost like a chocolate truffle. And now comes the star of the recipe, gorgonzola cheese. But instead of just tossing it into the batter, we're going to give it a gourmet twist. Cut 100 grams of gorgonzola into small cubes. Heat a non-stick skillet over low heat. Add the cubes and drizzle with a tablespoon of honey. The goal here isn't to fully melt the cheese, just to lightly caramelize the outside. It's quick, just a few seconds. The honey blends beautifully with the gorgonzola, mellowing its strong flavor. Remove from the heat and let it cool a bit before adding to the batter. Grease a 20 by 30 centimeters baking pan with butter. Line it with parchment paper for easier removal and cutting, and grease it again. With your batter ready and fragrant, it's time to finish. Gently fold in the caramelized gorgonzola pieces. The combination of warm gorgonzola with dark chocolate and sweet pumpkin is simply addictive. I swear to you. Allow yourself to try this recipe, it will truly surprise you. Pour everything into the prepared pan. Bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes. To finish, gently scatter some coarsely chopped walnuts over the top. They'll add a delightful crunch and create a perfect harmony with the unique ingredients we've chosen for these refined brownies. The baking time may vary depending on your oven, but here's the tip. The top should be firm and slightly cracked, but the center still moist. After baking comes the hardest part, waiting for it to cool a bit before cutting into squares. Serve in generous portions, finish with a dusting of cocoa powder on top. And if you want to take it even further, add a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a drizzle of honey with a touch of sea salt. The contrast of cold and warm, sweet and salty, will explode in your mouth. This isn't just a brownie. It's a sensory experience. It's the kind of recipe people remember and talk about after dinner. If you found the combination unusual, give it a shot, because it's exactly from this kind of unexpected mix that the magic of creative cooking is born. And if you make it at home, let me know in the comments how it turned out. Save this video, share it with someone who loves unique desserts, and of course subscribe to the channel for more recipes with that special twist. See you next time.